My name is Kona Sesay. Welcome to another edition of your favorite program when I talk to the camera. Family, today the camera can work out with you all the way now old school hill station for talk to the councillor and some community people concerning the constraints them where they go through and what thing they don't enjoy so far in the community and some developments that don't they happen. Now we they go inside old school for go talk to the community people and the councillor. Good day to you and welcome to this interview. You go tell your name and your position.
Yeah, how are you, ma? And me na Councillor Mohamed Dabo, Ward 436.
Okay. Ward 436. Somebody go like for no. Who side no side and they cover?
Well, Ward 436 cover New Englandville, Anything Street Junction. It cuts across Hillcourt Road, Hillcourt St. Mary's, Spolup Community, Jagema, Stonegron, Hill Station Central, Sunshine Valley, Bangbaila, Fish One, Seaview Community, Damaya, Tati Junction, and Camp Forest Black Tank, Southridge Community, Hilltop Community as well.
Okay, you cover more of the hilltop places. You could give me brief background about you, understanding about them places there. Since you don't live in this place, but you don't be like you experience in this place.
Well, brief background. Before I come in first self as a councillor, being we all know say yana a mountainous community, na hard to reach area, and somehow people where they live they get so many challenges. And me coming now as a councillor, think I've been get a community stakeholders engagement meeting with them for see how we all go put hand together for how we go able for solve some of we community problems them small. But however, it's still challenging because there is so many, and the community is prone to so many disasters there. As stone go roll, go down, flood, erosion go eat, the dirty go, wall collapse or concrete collapse, water go burst and people then flooding, all of them shorting and they can happen. And most of the people that they live here, they're vulnerable too much, especially the children them.
Okay. Somebody go like for no, what it entails for somebody be a councillor of the area there?
Well, of course, it take the person a very strong heart because we they live among people them way over 80% of them they are very poor, and children them majority they go school, and most of the people them they depend on stone mining. Now very few where the central hill station, some part of Spolup where they live average life when I rich people them. But most of the population where they within my ward, they are very poor people, and you as the councillor, it take you a lot because as a councillor you they mediate between the local council and the electorate on the community people and whereas the council not get the enough resources for let them implement community development, except you as the councillor you get for them back on you project writing where so many of them need to be approved. So it's very difficult, and getting you the community and get you the community people when I stakeholders them, they are very poor, very few way gets the financial power, and Motaman, not so everybody get the spirit for give in the interest of community. Now very few get that humankind spirit, say people in the suffer, let help the councillor, let able push with this development, let the people no go strain, because as you see so many footpath bridge, we get PHU in a health facility bridge, not only access the PHU to the community. It's very sad. Sometimes I go alongside that area, it happen right in front of me. I don't know how I feel. Where I see the Kumbra lactating mother, it getting picking young baby, it cross the board with them put for Canada hospital. The board sleep, it fall down at the water. Now so for a only picking so. Except when I go na the water, I go east and up. I don't know how I feel. Well, up to now, it is still a challenging for we don't care for share we get community people and back involved, and I don't write project them towards that bridge. But up till now we still yet need to be approved. How we able fix them up, so we combra them, we sisters them, or we sick people them, then go able for access that bridge day for going to the facility easy one. And moreover, you see the main bridge where feed Hill Station Central to Southridge community. Now a death trap, my sister. It can collapse at any time. It don't crack 3. It don't crack up 1, 2. They under the bridge. In foot they all suspend. Erosion don't take every of the dirty go. At any time the bridge they collapse. They cut off the 2 community. This need able access, so this no able come so. And they really timely for the donors or governments come inside. We push them. As a council, we go actually stand very strong for we do all of the thing there about the finances. They for we able to come up as a council.
Being that you're very young and you cover plenty side him, somebody would like for know you to govern the aged people and the young. How you can do like for get to the doorsteps, like for come down to the young one them and also for go up to the old one them, for make you able to get one-on-one understanding with them.
Yeah. Of course that is the most I would say it's somewhat challenging, small, yeah, because as a young person, like when we can keep people and can say if you go now in the village, meet old person there, not sit on there. Pass that village, they bless the problem boku. And we youth them of today, yeah, we committed to national interest, national development. But when you watch the spade, young people, most of we mindset some circle around social life, entertainment, and these 2 things need to go together with tangible development. And me as a young politician, very young man, I really want to do something where na pointer where tomorrow if I'm not the councillor self, but people go say doing councillor double in term na in them build this thing, doing councillor double in term and they make this bridge. That I actually want to achieve. And I think for come around the ageable people then Cable puts me down, like they young picking, they advise me and then open the mouth for me. We pass, we knock, door open, we will get fund, we begin do small developments then. As we don't start in other communities then, because however we make some gains in some area of the community within the world. Some area up to now, we still get some projects the way it's a pilot project. Yeah, some they halfway for complete. Way because of funding, we still hold on to them. Yeah.
Earlier on, you mentioned say after you turn on as so and so you want me people in talk saying as so you don't do, and you talk about funding. Other and other you don't meet for see that then come to na aid and waiting on me the response.
Well, like as I've been saying initially. The NC charity start at home. Yeah, we start first to community level. People come and put their hand, but it was very little people turn their attention. Yet still being frustrating. But however, I cope up and show leadership quality and continuously they engage them. So we not get any side for go make. Now we very self for make we own community than other person come outside come. Yeah, we make some gains with drainages them. Way community people support myself knock through the council way I they walk through. Then self support, we provide tools, feeding, because we're not able to pay community people and we take it as community self project. Yeah, except incentive I can provide for the workman them after the work. Then we praise ourselves and tell ourselves thank you. We fix up some drainages them and some side in the way. We open the road because the place been very tight. So we fix up some side outside and be gallop up so the way vehicle they able pass. Bike self in pass one day, it can really challenging. We put rough concrete to blend out with iron rod somehow here. And some areas then the way them been felt needs na been water through Latter Day Saint when I church. We knock them door. Community people, them just like I tell you, way they are among old people, then they show you, then get the wisdom. young people will tell you, say football, music, something like that. Young old person, I want to see the work done. So then we knock the door with the old people, and later they send come, then support me and the community. We able to fix up water project in the New Englandville community, and Ilcott Washka again, another community back way. We knock the community people and self come. We able them get one outside water being they come out under the stone where dogs self can go there, go leak where it not been good for the community at all. For outside, more time they drink, dogs self they go drink they it not been good at all. But through the community people and Soriat, then self come together, then put finances, we able circular and protect them. However, it's still yet not finished, but it don't better now for let human go they take them for drink or cook with them. Other community then back now the same thing we replicate the community people and come inside small and cheap. Through the council again and knock the door again for assist. Of course they can say council know they get funding, so very little funding we they get, and central government in funding we they can enough. Now very little we get less than 30% of funding we forget for annual budget, because me now here where they talk they work as a committee chairperson for the Freetown City Council, as the deputy chairperson for budget and finance. So I know exactly what is coming in with finances. I know say we get money, I didn't know say we council not get money. I didn't know say central government don't send. I didn't know say no money not come inside it. So we get very little from central government, and with that we're not able to do developments now the whole municipality, because we are 48 councillors, and the mayor we get now a very hardworking mayor. Now Kumbra go and circle all the picking them we get as councillors, but you know possible because very little resources, except where we residents then within the municipality, then they pay, then dues them, and somehow people hardly to pay to tax. People don't want to pay tax except to get for force them somehow for let them pay. Now through that shop license, city rate, local tax, where people in the pay. Now some of them things in the way they take again at the council through the mayor, her worship, even Akisoya in wisdom, Isela help certain areas their way where then they in the hot needs of this. It give then we do some implementation. NGOs with the right no funding. We don't write several times, then they hold on to the document, not just the same thing. For example, this bridge where we pass, we are seeing a death trap. It can collapse at any time. UNOPS don't come for the implementation, but however, SLR say the road, the bridge the road na a trunk road. I don't know what they mean by that, because na a technical language in the use say na a trunk road. So the bridge na them for Duam. But however, we as a community, what we want, na the facility we want, because we don't want to let the bridge broke. We broke, we go lost lives. Let God push them far. Because we don't get accident at that bridge there, but 3 occasions we motoka the somersault and they go over the bridge. But we thank Allah, thank you, life not lost now, just the motoka the damage and the person the injured. And we be actually want that for be stop. So we council being ask UNOPS for support. UNOPS been come for let them help follow we fix up them bridge then they, but SLR been put a stop say now then they implement some, and the road they under the supervision, and the road they under project, so then go fix up the bridge. But the people in my community they ask when this thing go be implemented, and we need the bridge than the road, because you can work out manage yourself on the road, but the bridge, if you motoka they pass the bridge collapse, life go nearly lost. Or school picking then they pass Belauma and Kumbra, really not too good. For let it just left like that. So
finally, before we go, somebody go like for know when it gets for do with security, you talk more of the young one there and then excitement them. But then how well you know cope with the young one there? We all know now what thing can happen with the young one there in our society. So how well you know secure when it gets for do with the young one and the activities them?
Yeah, of course, the young one, them, like I've been saying, she na a very tough thing for me somehow, because they live in a society where young people are the majority. And me as a politician, we need majority in a positive way. However, as a young man like me, I need to feel good where they see my young brothers them and sisters in the go disarray in a wrong direction. And when you watch up me ward is a 80% of me ward we are covering a mountainous communities, only on top the hill now hard to reach area. And a very difficult side for the vehicle reach, so that they give the police some time for the police reach there. So no matter how we get so many bad people, when young people they live within the communities, where police run after them down the town, then they run come up the hill. So with that, I've been thinking, say, I no go just should I watch me youth man them, they go the wrong direction. I put them in the proper footing. We schooling them, we try to educate them. So somehow we use music for transform their life. Some we want decide for do music. I pay for them, go studio, we do music for them, do recording, video clip for them. Some they play football. We get an whole city football team, Hill Station, where whole city na England. Of course, we wish for get a twinning relationship with them. The mayor for whole city na England been come. We been take the community team na ya win a whole city Hill Station FC. Then we go get a match with them, play for the mayor. We come a whole city camp. Where that can inspire the young people. Them say, okay, let's stop for jog phone, chook or chap, or harass me community people. Let's do music, let's do football. We get a workshop where they do welding in the weld day. Whether na messina, we put them to them contractor then at least where the day go down, instead go realize something. So they not go continuously they become disgruntled tool. Of course, you see the market project where we been don't start. Me and my community people there. Now one cyber kusa be engage them, because the more the youthman should idle one, the more in mind become frustrated. At the end, when the place dark at night, they attack community person, the jog bag, jog phone. I engage them there, then they work with we. Through the help, Naxa come, where Naxa they work now, the market almost they reach to finish stage. And community people, however, you must get bad person. Even we don't try for transform their lives them, but yet still it's still challenging. So with that, we create a CSV where they work with partnership with the police. They complement the police their efforts. At night, then self can patrol for Sesay. The neighborhood becomes secured. Anybody when a bad person, they need a armor, but when they arrest them, then call the police, and police come and take in charge of the person, then brought them to law.
Okay. Finally, you don't mention challenges them, and also how they write letters them to NGOs them, then they reply. So what think will be your message to the mayor, to Papa government, and also to the NGO organization there?
Yeah, the message to the mayor, I follow. As a mayor, mama na the municipality, always he don't do we appreciate, and as a community, as the councillor, on behalf of the people, we still the urge let it continue the good work, and like it put more efforts as how we don't start them. Let it continue with that, and let NOC communities them they again we still left outside with challenges them, especially Ward 436 Hill Station in a mountainous community. You'll be doubt now if you say since the existence of the municipality, we not get anything this part of this world way. Then go point and say this na a government facility. In order minus the community PHU. For say the community center in order na ya. We say we get community in community waiting. We get community hospital not the PHU very small for the number of people where they live there. Then the community market is just now at the side for sale. We take them by we self, we push where government come inside. So many things now we community lack of. We not even get them. So we dey ask the mayor for let continue in that in good work we be done the start. Let him make sure say in goodness stretch come over as na in concern for let reach here. And to the NGOs them again, let them know say that we as a community as the social corporate responsibility for Sesay then they chip in and support the community who side and get their office or their property for let community people say feel say now we own this office now we community. Let them they approve some of the projects then we with the rights to them. And again to government, here we complement how far they don't go with the current trend of the development, and let them continue, because truly speaking things is very hard for the common man na the country, because when they talk of say things is better, you dey check first to the overall population of the people but currently you watch majority they grumble, they struggle. So it means government need for tie them belts very tight and see say then change that thinking there and bring kind food on the table for the people because people then you go talk I go tell you say nothing no dey tin tranga. People in the work, there is no pay, no salary. You go without now I tell you say 3 months now as a councillor I no get me sitting allowance. Government not pay we 3 months. But however we dey cope with it because now we get to country, now we get for help with country we make it difficult for we, but we must get for push small out. And government get for snap very tranga for Sesay, then they pay people there on time, and then they make sure say they attend to emergency issues them. For example, this bridge na a death trap na government responsibility, as SLR don't say. They need for come there immediately and then see say they fix up the bridge. Then passing the past day the bridge collapse, it broke, life loss, and the community people no go feel good about that. So they urge government in that angle for let them step in very fast and make sure say they rectify some of them awaiting disaster, then they will end up na me community people in life.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Good day to you and welcome to this interview. You go tell your name and your position at the community.
Mina Joseph Baladumbia. Mina community stakeholder. Yeah.
So how long you don't take na this community?
Well, I don't take 10 years now, because I don't do here since 2009 until this time, so I don't do 10 years plus.
Alright, you will give me a brief background about your experience in this community.
Well, the experience I get in this community now that this community lack of social amenities. As we now they see now we try for build market. Then as we now they see the road self not good. We can see come as we now they see up this hill the water can come down and run out the dirty in the road, and it can get cause for the driver the strain for climb up and come down. Sometimes they say the road can block. Where some side and the most carry for good pass you park some side then you walk a go na your house. So now the constitution we not get community hospital, we not get community school. Most of the schools that were there so na private schools, so they're not accessible for plenty people. Pass that get money, but like for government school where we feel say it accessible for picking, especially now we in a free education we not get an higher. So now the constitution where the people that they go through and we all they go through now so. We don't get any government hospital now, so we person sick, pass you go 34. Of course, church can count them out because now very expensive hospitals, so the poor man not able for go. So then constitution they will go through then also.
Okay. You don't stay at this place for 10 years. Somebody go like for no back in the years where you be just come here. What are some of the good things they want to be the get on and not the get again?
Well, as you can see, this place is a hilly place. We been enjoy good atmosphere, like the breeze be fine, but like when people in the build, the breeze, the deforestation, and the cost disease and everything, it they make even the cool fresh air will be enjoy. We not enjoy again, and the place populated, and the need for plenty things than they, but we know they get them. The time that will be small, I go say. Something that they will be the enjoy way at least we're going able for money and so we say, well now the people that don't boku like we need more. So we know they get them. So now some of the things that they will happen.
Okay. But then when anything they happen when I not like when I don't ever try for meet with anybody like other stakeholders them like where they work with government for helping for amending situation there.
Yeah, pledges that we don't make moves with the councillor. Like one of the bridge self as soon as you have now pass the very dangerous bridge na death trap for the people in the community because that bridge the water don't wash some down where it's dangerous right now. And we dey see Boku trucks and they come, Sansan trucks and they come, where good for the community. So like the councillor na one person where we don't engage and talk to her about the needs and desires of people in this community. For do the drainage then for let we go able forget the water run on one side and we go able for free for other people then for pass. All that thing that we don't engage the councillor and plenty of other stakeholders on now we can hold meetings and think about what and what we want. And the councillor self can call we on meeting and ask we what we want and what at the needs of the people, and the people then we can give out we suggestions what we want. But like I say, we no ever see governments come and we aid for Sesay, they help we for salvage the situation there. You know, a very recently now we see with the bill market and the at least as you see the man outside and day, so at least the honorable come and see, this market we don't start with the councillor, then the honorable don't come join way for help for Sesay this can and develop. Then even water for drink, as you see this stream. The water not pure. People don't get calls for dig water well, but na community people they dig them. We not get any support like from government for say okay, look can develop this side. We say we forget enough water for supply people them. Because some people in the way they near the water way maybe you go say better small, but some the way they get up the hill. We for go with water and some man we get much capacity like the much they can get water per 5 gallon put aside much go with them. But some people in the way not get that access passing worker come and can get water and picking them go come on a net 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. We're not good for the picking them, especially when you think about the girl picking them. We that thing they not good for them at all. So if the government can come in and say best we able for help people get water, points them the up the hills, then they also able for pump the water go up. It go good for we and it go good for we picking them.
So what are the message they send to the mayor and also to your councillor?
Well, to the councillor and to the mayor, I tell them say the councillor they try you small, but like I say na in one. But to the mayor we ask them for make you go pay attention here, so we get plenty things that we need. Just like they say the water, schools and the road and plenty things that we will need now, so we lack of. You know, some things then but they're not accessible like for the education what they say. Private school, not all man get money for pay for picking for go private school. So if you say picking for go government school, you go all the way Wilberforce or town where transport self go be constrained for them. And so we wanted thing in the way at least government will forgive it through the city council, through the mayor, then they will forgive it thing in the. So if now for go schools, if they picking able for go school now, for water will give for get good water now. So the lights, well, on and off, small something in the, it go day something in the. Like blackouts will come for 1-2 days, you know. But I would say in better small, but like then the water more, you know, say we go without water, you know. And the road right now we would see also with the gas because the rains they come. If the rain then comes, this would go spoil for let person go na house, easy. So at least let the mayor come in and intervene and see how best to go for help we for let we forget then things are right, so the people then go for live safe and happy.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good day to you, ma, and welcome to this interview. You go tell your name and the position where you hold in your community and the market.
My name is Auntie Marie Touye. I'm the chairlady in the market.
Okay. How long you done there as the chairlady?
Well, when we start to build the markets, and the 3 years, I done there as chairlady.
What you not be experience so far ever since you don't be chairlady at this market?
Well, no problem. They do well with the woman there. No problem.
Alright, so what are some of the things them like we go want for let people them know about this market?
Well, the things I want let people know about this market, we say go thank you the markets, they go fine. There, say go thank you with the sell, we tell go thank you with the pick small. Because new markets not easy, but we tell go thank you with the pick, we get thing for it.
Okay, so if you like opportune for make you meet with the mayor and talk to her, what are some of the things that we go tell her or make you can do for her?
Well, the thing that they tell us for help we more like as markets, like we don't start, but we see them they need. Okay. So now that's normal.
Alright, thing they like waiting so.
Like so we they start market first of all several don't market money no day. We just start shoot for market money. You see, because say any way they start it's not easy. It's not easy at all. You see, with this again we don't get market money. So they partner constrain then the sell will be a number because beginning of something you get for strain. So we know say as time they go they enjoy by God in power.
Alright. Alright, may we talk about the sanitation part when it gets to do with the cleanliness of the market and water business. How one can cope?
When the cleaning can come, or they take parts, we clean. Because councillor always there with we, or tell we how they clean. Because any start for the cleaning, if they do with and also cleaning, say anytime it can do with we or check around even the water that, dirty and that all, it can make level clean and we can able for do that.
Alright, what of the water way when they get at the market? Because some of them they deal with plazas and when they get for wasam, how they cope with water business?
Well, the water well, as it is in and the water well down, now they can get for wash plazas, for cook, now they can get.
So when are the message we go send to the mayor and also to viewers them out there?
Well, for tell mayor say udena the markets. The market is starting easy, but they pant guys small by God in power.
Okay. So what's going to be your last word they send to viewers them out there? People them will not know for say this market they exist and go on for come like be partaker of them.
Well, for send it so the people and for say the markets they will say what and the markets they go. Anybody feel free for Canada markets. We there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Good afternoon, so you're welcome to this interview. You go tell me your name and who you dey.
My name is Sesay, I dey station.
Alright. We see today you dey at the market. From where you don't begin buying at this market, how you don't see am?
The market is fine. 100 for people for build the markets, so they feel fine.
Okay. But then when you can buy, how you dey compare the price within at this market and other markets then?
The price is fine because we back alone and no markets, but we try at the beginning. And they make now continue because we get money. But now we not get money yet. But we tell God back we don't build the market. So we don't build, God they give money.
Alright.
They sell up the market.
Okay. If you get chance for me to the mayor, what you go tell and say you go out making can do now this market?
For can build for you the markets, make toilets, pump, lots to run those things, build hospital.
Alright. So upon all what you don't say, so waiting at the final what we go send to viewers them out there.
For let them try for video and I beg with the beg because we not get.
What you go tell people them out there we not ever know about this market and the assurance that we go give them say make them kind of this market the price equal to the one where they go get any other side.
I talk to them no more, make them kind of the market so they can and they can know the price. All these things so those people and they talk for say this market is dear or not dear. So we then can go know because we now guys and all team dear how they buy and so they sell.
Alright, thank you very much. Good day to you and welcome to this interview. Go tell me your name and where you dey.
My name is Atikabia Ade Freeton, Western Parts na East Station.
Okay. How long you don't take now?
Na me 8 months this na East Station.
Okay. Ever since you don't come at this community, what's not be your experience?
My experience na this community really people in the suffer for water na this community. This part of the community na very big place and people in the come all the way coming on pole at base na this one go water well. While people help we are, the government help we are for water business na this community.
Talk of this water where people they come off far for come get water now. How much do they pay for 1 gallon?
Then they pay over 500 leons.
Okay. How that can cope during the dry season? The water can dry or it can still remain like I did so?
They dry sometimes it dirty too. Yes.
So apart from this water, you not get any other side when they forget water?
We get some community well, but now they only well this way they are. Sometimes it is serve people for so long the rest of the day. It dry, it dirty so quick. The other oil now, sometimes it takes 2-3 hours, I don't dirty back. Okay. Now the only well this way is sustain people then.
Okay. So as a youth man at this community, what's now your message to your company youth man them?
My own message to my company youth man at times they say cleaning, that the environment like who to follow up. But some of the youth man they follow up, they need to turn up and the cleaning exercise. Now we take care of the well, and some of the youth man them back when see them like this past cleaning, we there clean the gutter, force the woman them, make them clean the water side, side in the book. But we cancel back the help we need encourage you. Now we cancel on more they encourage we follow do the cleaning exercise in the community.
Okay, you talk of a councillor where they encourage now himself we be talk to earlier on. We talk to be concerning how we they help on so that youth man and this community no go do bad. What you get for say concerning them youth man them where they go out of the way like where they do bad thing in the community like concerning now where then youth man and they take drugs and they engage in stealing. What you get for say concerning that day?
Yeah, concerning that issue, the youth man when they take drugs, I really tell them say drugs is very harmful to you because at times when you use to drugs, when you don't get money for go take drugs, pass you for go do bad for her. I go tell all the youth them say make them create job occupation like for themselves like with me don't do so. I can't as a stranger now, 8 months now, so I live in the community. I can't be part of the world. I can't join me compete with my own to mango work now. It's really work. I can't join me with my that's all work close to goal because I'm not going to be part of the idea. The point and pan at treat say this I look at the man and this now the boy and this. Yes, I make encourage on me them make them find job occupation for themselves. If you do self. If government no provide, let them find for themselves. I tell me council, thank you, thank you, they encourage me, where they give me responsibility, where they encourage me.
Alright, so what's not the message you go send to government so that it go come to our aid?
Papa government, this part of na the city, na East Station, yeah, me who problem why they cry for now, what's that problem? Make the help winners, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good day to you and welcome to this interview. You go tell your name and your position where you hold in the community.
Well, me now go be Jack Barbara Kamara. And me na youth chairman of this community.
Okay, how long you don't take as youth chairman?
Well, I don't take 3 years aside the youth chairmanship.
Okay, ever since you don't be the youth chairman, what's in the world where you go talk to people out there about this community?
Well, this community na fine community, na peaceful community. Things they go on very well. We would not hear any bad thing, thief, chuk, nothing at this community. And a very peaceful community, and we live like brother and sister at this community.
Okay, but then if somebody go out for canton aid, let me say for example the mayor, and then he can meet you and ask you, as the chairman, what are some of the things that we go on for make a do for this community? What you go tell them?
Well, that we plan already there in place, always. One, the market so see they develop small, bearing ground. Now that in way we get constraints for water. And lack of water, and one major thing now this will bridge where they lead way from the main free highway to this community, and they mourn away so much. And as you can see, the bridge is very day in a deplorable situation, and a call for concern.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then when people get for talk about energetic people, you can always remember use them. And we talk about road, use them can contribute a lot when you get for do with development, we get for do with road. So what you want to do as use them for see that when I develop some road them in this community?
Well, we don't do a lot for Moe Beach, chairman, and this road now be place where very difficult for come. Motor bike, then they for don't damage people. We get ourselves with the help of the councillor. The present councillor, we get ourselves with man and now pave this road, bobo stone them and some bad side of massage them. And every rain season we do them, give some drainages there on we own with manpower with the help of the councillor, with other people who they can meet who they do something and give the help. So we don't do them, we don't do so many things at this community as youth man them for make the community get there at peaceful move.
Alright, you speak of peace and earlier on you mentioned say this community are not getting into we get for do with violence. Let we talk about security aspect we get for do with use them as the chairman. Are you can put your youth them together for see that they not occur with such attitude them?
Well, community engagements we can do them. We can get meeting with the chief and stakeholders them, including the police, where they can day at the meeting and be able to admonish we and give us enlighten we how for live peaceful at the community, and that don't they help we a lot for more maybe chairman at this community. So that make Bokutin they happen like bad, we live with peace at this community.
Okay, after you tenure as chairman, how you go like for see this community to be?
Like paradise. I want me community be like paradise. That na my dream and that's I always the wish for. I also are born, I also don't live all my life. I don't grow up as big man like this, and I don't hold this position. And my dream for this community, now for me this community be the most peaceful and beautiful community among all of us.
You dream for your community for be as far, that's a wonderful thing. But then as the chairman of this community for the youth them, what do you don't they do for see that in the end the community turn out for be how you want them?
Well, like I talked about earlier on community mobilization, I dey get them youth them for Sesay every cleaning me youth and they out here for clean, and in terms of confusion, nothing like that because of how they engage them, and any development activity where the community go to, would it make sure so we partake there because we want for this community for be a peaceful and beautiful community.
So what are the message you go send to the youth them out there, to the mayor and also to the councillor?
Well, to the mayor, I want for encourage them. They don't they come and give him half help, make him pay more attention back again to we. And the councillor always deal with we because the councillor are youth. a day part of me executive because I'm my advisor at the executive. So the councillor ain't know what to want. Now all they make manifestos together, we dialogue what we want for do. So ain't know what to want. Me just they encourage the mayor for making show more concern, even government for show more concern at this community. And so me come youth man then worldwide, and youth now one of the future leaders them. And it's high time we start to manifest like for say we get for be a leader in the next coming years. So now this I will say to me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Una sef don listen to the councillor and some community people where they live in the hill station community, where they raise concern, especially we get for do with the bridge, where they talk say don't they monitor them, especially during the rain season, and call on SLRA for come to their aid as them need their support desperately. May bring the program come to you today. My name na Kona Sesay. Till we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera, I say tata.